Hi, I'm Honest Jardy. Today we're going to service the heat exchanger on Michael's tankless water heater. Alright, so right now I have my little bucket of tools for servicing water heaters. I have a pump, some hoses, a measuring beaker, and a pair of channel locks. So, and we have our solution. That you could use vinegar, but I kind of prefer this biodegradable descaler flow aid. It seems to work fairly well. I've been doing it with this for 15 years. I never have an issue. They get nice and clean, and yeah, the heat exchanger works better when you clean it. So, Michael, how long has it been since we did this? 2 years.
2 years, yep.
Usually well water I do try to do every year or so, but the city water maybe every 2 years. And it seems to work okay. So it's time, right, Michael?
It's time.
So let's read the instructions, what it says.
Okay.
Dilute. Use flow aid system to scale. Dilute is 1 quart to 1 gallon of water. 30-35 minutes time. I'll have to hook the hoses up and shut the valves off, and we'll shut the heater off so it doesn't come on. Alright, we'll shut this guy off. These are the service valves. Some guys don't put the service valves on. I put it on Michael's so we could flush the heat exchanger out. And there's a little filter up in here. You look up in here. And sometimes when I run the solution through, I have to take that out because it'll clog up and the pump won't work. So if the pump stops working, I'll have to take that out. And
so we're going to get 4 full of these. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We'll add the solution. That's a gallon of.
Yep.
You did 4 of them, Michael?
Yep. Yeah, the solution. What's that, like an acid or what?
It's a mild. It's not acid. It's just probably like a. It doesn't smell like vinegar. You could use vinegar also, but some manufacturers recommend vinegar. But I kind of like the flow aid. You don't want to drink it. This will be the outie.
That goes to the out.
Oh, that'll refill the bucket up.
Bucket.
Don't spill it. Bend down. Don't be lazy.
I'm lazy.
Well, beetles ruin you.
Yep. Okay, that's the return bucket. Then that goes on to the
pump.
The water pump.
Let me just make sure it's checking to make sure the gaskets were on there.
Yep.
This pumps the solution up into the water heater. Alright.
Then the pump goes in there. Get out of the way. And it goes from the pump into there.
Okay, so they're both off. They're off. That's off. So we can open these guys up. We'll open the service valves up.
Okay.
Open that one, that guy.
Hold open. Open it.
Hold this hose, Mike, so it don't jump out of there.
Okay.
In case.
Gotta open it yet.
I thought you opened it.
Not that. Okay.
Getting weak?
I'm weak. Okay. Now I'm gonna hold it. He's gonna plug it in.
And make sure it doesn't fly all over the creation.
Plug it in. That's it.
Okay.
One part sucks it in. The other part brings it back. And it goes through the whole system, right?
Heat exchanger, yep.
Yeah, it just goes through the system.
If it does slow down, you can see it's starting to get cloudy, so it's doing something already.
Yeah.
If it starts to slow down, I'll have to clean the filter up here. But we're going to clean it at the after we
Yeah. Okay.
after we service it. It's just so because there'll be debris in there. You should clean this filter every 6 months, or if you have dirty water in city water. It says to set the timer for 30 to 45 minutes, so we'll set it for 35 minutes. That should be long enough. We'll have to start feeling the water, make sure it's not getting timer set. It's starting to slow down a little bit, so we might have to take the filter off. It might be getting clogged up there, so.
Seems like it's getting clogged, so now he's going to take the filter off in there.
So we got to shut these two guys again. We don't want to. Have to get the bucket. We have to do this kind of fast, or we're going to lose. Is this clean, Michael? There. And I'm going to have to take the filter off and. I want to save the solution with the filter. There's a trick to get this off. Yeah, see the gook in there already? You can see it was slowing it down.
Yeah, the gook in there, huh?
Yeah, this thing comes off.
And just wash it out?
No, I need to put it back on. There it is. Okay, and I need the O-ring on there. Yeah, you'll have to wash that out.
Okay.
Let me put I'm gonna put this
See
back.
that little gook that's in there? That's blocking it up. Now we're leaving the filter out till the end, and it's dripping.
That's all right. Since I took the filter out, the flow is much better. Michael showed you the debris that was in that, and it slowed the pump down. So it'll actually slow your water to your house. That's why he has it turned to 110, wrong setting. Again, you can see the water's, the solution's turning sort of green, so it's getting down to the copper. I'm gonna let it go 5 more minutes. That means it's cleaned fairly well.
It's been going 25 minutes, right?
30. It's got 5 more minutes to go. All right, we stopped it, and the timer went off. So now we're gonna just empty the heat exchanger and flush it out. So we'll shut this guy off for now. Shut that guy off. Shut that guy off. Let me take this guy off. So we get that. Empty the both of them out.
Then you open it up and empty them all out, right?
You see it all coming out of the heat exchanger.
Yeah, you see it all coming out of the heat exchanger.
And then we got to flush it out. Flush it out. Flush it out real good, then we'll put the filter back in. Still draining. Get in there. And the tappy home. Should take this off. And this is biodegradable and non-harmful to the environment, so we'll just put it over here for now. Alright, now I'm just going to flush the heat exchanger out. We have the service valve off there. We'll let the cold water in. Flush all the solution. I don't have it cranked all the way, but make sure you have the unit off. Flush the heat exchanger out pretty good. It would do about 15 gallons through it. Then the little gizmo snaps. It snaps on there. Okay. Michael cleaned it out nice. Yeah. And you should check this every 6 months, or if you notice you did dirty water, if you don't have a filter on your house. We should get you a spare one of these, Michael. Maybe I'll look for one and order one if you don't mind.
Can I just go down and charge it to Honest
They don't
Jardy's Plumbing?
Yeah, go ahead. I have to order that. Yeah.
We're gonna take a look inside. This is the Coggy. There's 4 screws and then the top comes right off. So we're looking at it, and there's the inlet. See, there's no screen or anything there to fix. That's on the outside. There's no dead birds or anything inside. So we're good.
Well, I turned it back on, and once we filled the heat exchanger up, what do we got? 110. Okay, standby. It's on standby. And again, this homeowner has it set to 110, which is right. He should have it at 120, but you can't.
I like 110.
You can't tell homeowners anything. Again, we're done. It took 35 minutes, maybe 10 minutes setup, and the heat exchanger should be good. It's city water, so 2 years should be fine for that. And it seems to be working fine. They seem to be trouble-free. I've been putting them in for 15 years plus, and I don't have any issues. Just installed them, and they run. Honest Jardy again. When I originally started cleaning the tankless units, I bought this kit. It was a flow aid kit. It included, you got the solution, a pump, and the 2 hoses and the bucket, naturally. But the pump would only last 2 years. So I think there was a few-year guarantee. I was able to get the first pump replaced. That lasted 2 years. So then I went to this utility pump, did a little research, and this utility pump is holding up real well. It's a Superior pump, 1/3 horsepower, submersible thermoplastic utility pump, and this seems to be holding up real well. The pumps that they give you with the unit, they're a little cheap thing, and it just didn't work out. So that's what I went to, and it seems to be working good for me. So I just wanted to throw that in there. Honest Jardy. You won't find me in the yellow pages. You gotta look for me.